Hey guys, as you can see by the title, I have to drop out of college. This video is really just going to be me talking about the academic side of things. I'm going to make another video where I talk about the sports because I know a lot of you guys watch me only because I run in college, because I'm a D1 athlete, and so you kind of get an insight into that world. So I'm going to make a different video for that, but this video is going to be strictly about academics and why I dropped out. First and foremost, this has been something that I think about every day for months. Even before I came to college, I was contemplating, why would I go? Is it really worth it for me? And I ended up coming here, trying it out, and at the end of the day, it just wasn't. And so, I announced it on Instagram and Twitter, and I've gotten a lot of support, and that honestly means the world to me. I can't thank you guys enough. If you know me, you know that this is not an unfortunate decision. Some people are like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's gonna happen to you. Oh no. But in reality, I personally believe in myself so much. And so it doesn't really matter what happens to me. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are. I truly believe, deep down in my heart, that I'm going to succeed, and I'm the kind of guy that's gonna work for it, and I'm not gonna give up. So I'm not just gonna become a bum just because I won't have a college degree to my name. Whatever the college degree means nowadays. So the biggest question, when considering college is, what is the purpose of college to you, and what is the value of college to you? And for me, I didn't know the purpose. Truthfully, there was very little value in comparison to the price that you pay for it. So I want to be an entrepreneur, right? That means I work for myself, I do my own thing. To me, it's 2017. There are so many things that you could do on your own as freelance, without a college education. This smartphone right here opens the door to so many things. If you think about it, it's truly limitless to what you can do. It comes down to you personally. I don't think a college degree, a piece of paper saying that you went through the system for 4 years, you paid $50,000, you spent hours and hours studying on subjects you didn't really need or understand, that weren't really applicable to the workforce or whatever job you want. And for me, I don't want a job. I don't want to go through 4 years and apply to some job in a corporate setting or apply to some random place. I want to work for myself and build something, from the ground up, because that's what I'm excited about. When I wake up in the morning, that is what I was excited about. I was excited about YouTube, and I was excited about NEPTUNE, my company. So imagine, I wake up in the mornings excited about those things, but then I have practice for 3 hours, and then I have to go straight to class, and then I have to go to study hall, and then I have to go to class again, and then I have an exam. Where is my time for me and my passion? Where do I go for that? And then I have to be in bed by 8:30 if I want to be a good runner. So the thing is, I was valedictorian in high school. I'm not a bad student. I'm not a stupid person. This entire semester, I've not passed a single exam. I failed every single one of my exams. I'm failing every one of my classes. It was really frustrating because obviously that made me look stupid. It made me look like I wasn't trying. It made me look like I was just a burden. This kid's failing. Our average GPA is looking really low. What do we need to do to fix him? What is he doing wrong? Those grades don't reflect who I am as a person. Everyone that I've come across in this college journey has been great to me. Everyone that I've talked to has been, selfless, and they've wanted to help me. And so nothing I say here is in a negative light. I was talking with one of our academic mentors earlier in the year, and at this point I had given up. I was not doing my homework. I was not going to class, and because I just didn't believe in it. I couldn't get myself to bike 20 minutes to class, sit in the class for 50 minutes about a subject I honestly did not care about, was not applicable to me in my life. Could not get myself to do that. Could not get myself to spend 2 hours a night doing homework and another hour studying, because there was other things, I just had this crystal clear idea of what I wanted to do in my life, and those were not relevant to that. So like I said, I'm sitting down with my academic advisor. So I'm sitting down with the academic mentor person at study hall. We need to talk about grades. We haven't talked about grades in a while. And she just looks at me, and then she looks at the grades, and they're all failing. They're all failing grades. And I'm just sitting there, and I don't know what to say. How do I explain that? Because I know that they won't understand. So she's like, something's gotta change. And that's what she said, and I was like, I agree. Something has to change. She was like, what's it gonna be? These grades, they're not good, Ryan. And I told her, these grades don't define who I am or what I'm doing. I'm not a bum because of this grade book, because of the letters on the screen right now. Have you seen, I've been working on my YouTube channel. Have you seen the growth on that? Have you seen the numbers on that? Have you seen Neptune bottle? We just launched. We just did $3,000 on the first day of launch. You never told me good job for that. You never asked about that. If it's not in the system, it doesn't count. Even if I had straight A's, I would get all of this praise, like, oh, you're such a good student, you're doing so good, you're gonna be so successful. Then I would not have anything else going for me. I'd be slaving away at the books. I'd be studying all night, losing sleep. I'd be doing things that I don't believe in. All for some letter in a book, all for some degree that might get me a job that pays mediocre pay. Like, another thing, I was studying economics in college. The average economics degree offers a salary of about $55,000 to $60,000. That might sound like a lot. I know for some people, like, I grew up, like, my dad raised me on his own. He raised me and my brother on his own. And his mom raised him on her own. She made like $10,000 a year. My dad dropped out of high school to take care of her, to help pay for the bills in any way he could. Like, my family started from the bottom, so I'm not gonna say $60,000 is not a lot of money. But I just know, like, the way the world works, the way capitalism works, that is not a lot of money. That's the amount of money that the system wants you to think is a lot, and that's the amount of money that the system wants you to think is sufficient. I just understand it on another level. Like, after taxes, that's about $40,000 per year, $45,000 per year. It is limited, so if you work your butt off, if you kill it in the workplace, you're not getting more money than that. But when you work for yourself and when you own your own business, it's malleable. The harder you work, the more you put into it, the more success you have, the bigger paycheck you're gonna bring home, the better you're gonna be able to take care of your family, the more adventures you're gonna be able to go on. To make the equivalent of my major's average salary, let's say about $50,000, maybe more or less after taxes, that is $137 per day. In a week, that is less than $1,000. In the first week, I'm only sharing this to give you guys insight as to why I made this decision. In the first week of launching our new colors for the Neptune bottles, the first week we did $8,000 in sales. So you're telling me I'm 19 years old, I don't even put all of my time and attention into this business, and I can still do $8,000 in 1 week when my major 4 years from now can only offer me less than $1,000 in a week, and I won't be happy, I'll be working for someone else? Why would I do that? How does that make sense? Can you try to explain to me how that makes sense? Because it doesn't to me. I'm just getting started. I only have 20,000 on YouTube. I want to get to 1 million. I mean, and people might say, like, money isn't everything. You're right. But you know what makes me happy? Like, truly happy? Working on Neptune. You know what's not going to make me happy? Working on a degree, studying, going through school, slaving for no reason. That won't make me happy. Like, the way I see it, 4 years from now, 4 years, it's a long time. I've heard the argument that, 4 years goes by so fast. You might as well just go through college. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be the best years of your life. You'll never get this opportunity again. But to me, like, 4 years is forever. Because personally, I know how much can change in 4 years. I started from the bottom in high school and running, and I worked my way to the top. Don't tell me you can't change in 4 years. Don't tell me you can't change your whole damn life in 4 years. It would be reckless of me to stay in college for 4 years when I know that another version of myself could be doing incredible things in that same time frame. To the people saying I'm making a mistake, fair enough, but you can't judge me until the summer of 2021 when my peers are graduating college. Until then, you can't say anything. And I have a very strong feeling that good things are gonna be happening a lot sooner than that. Another thing that really bugged me when I first got here was cost. Like, I went through public education all through my life, and when I got to college, all of a sudden I had to start paying for things. Like, obviously I signed up for that, right? I just didn't realize the extent to it, and I didn't realize how upset it would make me. When I had to go buy a textbook for some class I didn't care about, when I had to buy a program online to do the homework that the class assigns. I had to pay $150 to do your homework? Mind you, I had academic scholarships mostly covering everything. I couldn't imagine having to actually pay for tuition, housing, food, everything. That would be unreal to me. I understand, like, not everyone knows exactly what they want to do, and not everyone has that option of, like, not doing college and not paying for classes, but the cost of tuition and the cost of living, according to society, In order to get a job, you need that degree. In order to get that degree, you're gonna have to pay 50 grand minimum, be in debt for who knows how long. And maybe some people are lucky enough to have their parents pay for their college. You know, I'm definitely not in that boat. And, you know, I was lucky enough to have scholarships. And now, thank goodness, those scholarships will be able to go to other people that need that money and maybe don't have the options that I do now. I don't know. A lot is on my mind right now, and all I know is I'm fired up. Like, I have never been this motivated in my life, and I've been pretty damn motivated in my life. So you can imagine, literally, okay, so I dropped out Friday, right? It's Sunday now. This is when I announced it. I haven't even lived yet. I haven't even done anything out of the norm, and I feel so free and relieved, and there's just this huge stress off my shoulders. And I remember walking outside for the first time after I made the decision. You know, I submitted my withdrawal, and I just walked outside, and I was like, this is life. Like, I'm ready. There's so much more to life than that little bubble I've been in these past few months. I mean, it just wasn't healthy for me, I don't think. I wasn't happy. I've been in some pretty dark places in my life, and these past 4 months, I just haven't been happy. And you should not be doing things that make you unhappy. And that is as simple as it gets. Happiness is the only thing that matters in this world. And if I let some of you guys down by this, I deeply apologize. I hope this doesn't change anyone's opinion of me. But if it does, I'm sorry. And I mean, I just have to do me, and I have to pursue my dreams, and I have to do this. Like in my Instagram caption, I said, my greatest fear is coming to the end of my life only to discover that I was capable of more happiness, more success, more adventures, more life. And as for running, like I said, I'm making another video about that. That's a whole new topic. I'm still gonna be making running videos here and there. Kind of need a little bit of time to realign my goals in that aspect of my life. Crystal clear knew what I wanted to do in terms of, you know, financial, I don't even know what to call it. Just living your life. Honestly, I don't know. But as for running, you know, this could be the end of my running journey, and I think I've had a really good run. I get it. Sorry, this isn't the time for that. I'll be coming at you again soon with that information, and I'm just gonna leave you with this. One time, Jay-Z, huge success, right? He's absolute legend. He was being interviewed, and by the way, he didn't get his college degree. The interviewer asked him, like, Jay, what do you do when you walk into a huge business meeting with all these, you know, Harvard graduates, all these business graduates? You know, how do you compete with them? How do you even stand in that room and be, you know, confident in what you're saying? And Jay-Z said, well, they read a bunch of words and I lived a bunch of life. That's tight. I don't know, that's all I'm saying. Anyone that believes in me right now, I just want to say I love you and thank you so much. That support just reinforces what I'm standing for right now, and I'm not gonna let you down. I have big goals, and I'm gonna be talking about them soon. Give me some time, but we're gonna get there. Love you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching the video. It would mean the world to me if you checked out my company Neptune on Amazon. We sell really good stainless steel water bottles, and the link to shop is in the description. Go check it out. Be sure to subscribe to me for new videos every single day, and make sure you go check out my last video. It was a banger. Follow your boy on Instagram at Trahan. I'd say I post some pretty awesome pics. And go follow me on Twitter and Snapchat at RYTrahan. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.